Hey guys, so I'm back with another video. I wanted to actually teach you guys how I make these little folders, these little envelopes. This was still an error. I say that because I don't know if you guys can tell, but there is tape on here because I kind of ruined it, but we're still gonna make it work. We're still gonna use it and just make the best out of it. I have these. See, this one's a little open, but it's okay. I got it after these. So as you can see, it's a little bit bigger just for the fact that, you know, if you put a few of these in here, you'll be able to fit a couple. I like that these are actually like double-sided, so it actually looks cute in there. I have another one as well. This is the first one I made, and if you can tell, the length is pretty good, but the height isn't. So, I mean, there's not a big difference on these, or this one in particular. I mean, there's nothing wrong. It still works. But I feel that, you know, if you stuff them, I don't know. I just felt that I should have added more space to this one. So you can see it's maybe like a few centimeters bigger. Not that big of a difference. So I'm going to be making these other ones, and I want to teach you how I make them. I actually got these from Michael's. So first off, you just want to line this up. Cut it right down. I should have lined it up all the way. Kind of didn't. I don't like doing such a thin cut for the fact that if you do, it kind of ruins the paper. And I hope it doesn't. And it didn't. Cut a little bit more than I wanted to, but that's fine. That's not a problem. See what I mean? That it kind of ruins the paper. It doesn't do that clean cut like you want it to. We probably won't be able to see that, but whatever. That should work. Shouldn't be a big problem. So what you want to do is basically just fold your paper in half. Move this out of the way for a little bit. Cut that in half. This is so beautiful. I don't know what side I want. I really like this because it's less blue, but I really like that blue part. I think I'm actually going to do this side. So from here, I'm actually going to, I have a ruler on here. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have a ruler on here. And I'm actually going to mark, I'm going to flip it over this way. And I'm going to mark 7. Oops, I'm sorry, I should have actually done it. What way should I have done it? This way. Here, and I'm going to put it flat. Oops. Make sure it's, you know, kind of lined up. It's not going to be perfect, but we'll make it work. You know, nothing's perfect. So I wish I had a better pencil to use. I thought I had, wait, I actually do have one. 1 second. So we're just gonna grab our pencil and we are gonna go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it 7? I hope it's 7. Yes, we're gonna go up to 7. Where's the line at? Kind of hard to see from where I'm looking. So then what you want to do is, I really hope that's 7. Let me grab one of these just to make sure. It's going to show a little bit over 7 because it has plastic. I actually have a few tips for you guys and tricks in case you guys ruin anything. I've done this too many times that I now have a way of figuring it out. So what I'm going to do is line it up with the line. I don't know if you guys can see, but it has a little line on here. So it kind of shows you where it's going to cut. Like, that's going to cut it too short. That's actually going to cut it right on point. So just go ahead and cut it. So then for the width, I believe I did. See, I don't even remember. Let me try to remember. Well, I'm going to do this. It looks like 3.5. So we're going to go in here, measure out 3.5 of width. So let's see, where are my numbers? 2, 3.5 here. So again, just go into here, make sure it's straight. 3.5. It's about there. Why does it look smaller over here? I hope it's straight. Because if we do that, it's gonna, yeah. Just gonna give it our best shot. So this is basically what it looks like. Now you're gonna laminate it, and when you laminate this, 1 second. So now I'm actually gonna go ahead and do this other one. And I'm gonna kind of speed up the process as I do it, and you guys can still, that way you guys can still see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna do a little time lapse on this. Now we have them cut. We're gonna laminate them. I hope this doesn't affect it because I kind of bent them a certain way. I hope they don't get ruined. Accidentally bent them. You want to push this one as far up as you can. Make sure to give this one a little bit of room. That way, if it can be easier. I really hope that this actually comes out okay. When you put it on there, try to like squish it together. Not squish it, but like hold it together. I just finished laminating them, and actually they came out pretty good for the fact that there was a big old dent in the middle. You can kind of see it there. It's not too visible. It's actually came out pretty good. I also would like to say that remember to put them a certain way where you're going to remember, because you're going to have to cut really close to the edge where the opening was, or like, you know how it was folded up here. So that's why I kind of like to do them like this. You can actually fit 3 of them on here, but since I only had 2 to do today, I just decided to put like this. But you can actually put them like, let me give you an example using these. You can put them like this, and like this. I believe 3 of them should fit. That's how it worked for me before. So we are going to go ahead and start cutting. So what I like to do first is trying to cut off the edge. You don't want to cut off too much, but you don't want to cut off too little. It doesn't really matter since it is sealed, but you know, you'd prefer to have them even more sealed. So let's see, like that one I didn't. The other thing that I have, I'm gonna give you guys a tip in just a second. Okay, so that one's cut. Let me cut the bottom one now so we can work one at a time, and you guys can kind of understand what I'm doing. I'm sorry it's like lopsided, but it kind of works better for me. What am I doing? So since I want it to open, I'm gonna cut it really close so that way it can open. You see how that opened? It's still a little stuck on this side, so I'm going to cut a little bit off of this side. It's kind of hard sometimes, but okay, cut some off actually from all of it. So now it opens just perfectly fine, which is great. Now the edges, you do not want to get too close. So sometimes, this is the tip I have for you guys today. Sometimes you can kind of see where it was sealed. Sometimes it can be sealed like pretty far out, and it's okay if you cut the seal as long as you leave a tiny little bit open. If you leave a little bit of space, you can actually, hold on, let me show you. Well, I'm not gonna do it because the safer the better, but I've made that mistake and I've learned, like, hold on, let me cut a little bit more. So if I break the seal and I have extra space, okay, Blanca, you're not doing a good job. Okay, maybe that should do it. Okay. Okay, that's not okay. Okay. It can be smaller. Let me see. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. And if I break the seal, as long as I still have some lamination paper, whatever, you can still, I don't know why I keep skipping this little space. Can you guys see that? There's a little dent. I keep skipping it. Okay. Oh my goodness. I wish I had scissors right now. Anyways, if you get it too close and you still have, look, oh, you see that? You see how it opened? You can actually input this you could input it into the laminator, and this is really bothering me. Okay, I'm just gonna have to cut it with scissors. But if you see how it still has some laminating clear thing here, you can actually stick this into the laminator while it's warm, hot, and just stick it in, but don't run it through. Just stick it in and actually seal this. So watch. See, so now it's fully sealed, which is perfect. I think I missed a spot. No, I did not. Now it's sealed. So you don't want to cut it too close, but if you end up cutting it close like I did, it's perfectly fine. There's always a solution. Don't worry, don't stress like I did. To begin with, the yellow one that I did, oh my gosh, I did so bad on that one, and I was so upset because each paper costs like 97 cents. It may not seem like a lot, but if you need a lot, it's gonna add up. So I think I can actually get a little closer on this one. I don't want to get too close. Like I said, there's always a way of fixing it, but you don't want to overdo it. I don't know, I think this is just cutting weird, but this is what it looks like now. Now you can, oh, you see? It didn't seal here well. So you're just gonna grab it and stick it inside your laminator for a little bit. Put a little bit of pressure, like when you're pushing it in, push a little bit of pressure. Look. Now it's all sealed. It still feels warm, but you can feel it where it's now sealed. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this other one. And here you go. There, now you have your envelopes. Hope you guys learned some tips and tricks on how to make these little envelopes. They're so easy. So I got the paper at Michael's. Don't forget, if you break the seal, just make sure your laminator is warm. Just insert it. Just put a little bit of pressure. You know how it goes in like this, and you just put pressure, and it'll just seal it. Don't like go through. Also, make sure it's off and it's just warm. That way it won't, because if you put it in there, it's gonna want to slide through and kind of ruined it. You don't want to do that. But I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.